Welcome back to this channel. I hope you are healthy and safe. In my last video, I promised that we'll be making a project. So here I am. We are going to make a project in this video. The project that we are going to make is a funny story. And to write this funny story, we'll be using Madlibs. So if you don't know what Madlibs are, that's all right. I'll explain it to you. One more thing that I wanted to explain here is the difference between challenges and projects. So we have written two stories until now. One was weird story, other one was a horror story, but both of them were challenges. And when I say it's a challenge, it means I want you to watch the video and practice it, but it's actually limited to that particular video. So once that video is over, that's all we are doing in that particular video or in that particular challenge. But when it's a project, it's something that we can drag over a couple of videos or maybe revisit it after learning more things and expand it. So I want to write this funny story as a project rather than just as a challenge. And also Madlibs is something which you can actually make as a project as well. Um, so yeah, we'll get started with this project. And it's going to be a funny story, and I want you to come up with your own ideas as well to write a really funny story. Now, in this Madlibs project, sorry, we'll be using Fstrings. So that's why I shown you. In my last video, I've actually shown you how to use Fstrings, and we'll be making it. We'll or try to make it really funny. But if it's not that funny, come up with your ideas and make it more funnier. Okay, so let's get started. I'll pull up my Visual Studio Code. I'm going to create a new file. I'm going to save it as my project 01.py on my desktop. Perfect. Now, before we start this project, I should show you what Madlibs are. So if I just go in Google and type Madlibs and try to find out the definition for it. Okay, so Madlibs are stories with words removed and replaced by blank spaces. So we will be filling these blanks in a story with funny things. So overall, it becomes a funnier story or a funny story. And I will show you how this is done. I'll also actually show you, just in case you're not aware of it, parts of speech. So in English language, there's different parts of speech that we actually use, which are verb, noun, adjective, adverb, pronoun. So if you're not sure what adjective is, it's something which describes a noun. A noun is a thing or person. Verb is action or state, and these are the examples. So you can just search parts of speech if you're not sure what adjective is, what noun is, what verb is. So let's get started. Okay, so have a funny story in mind, but before that, let's say Madlibs funny story project. Now, I will be getting some outputs, or actually inputs. I will be getting some input, and I will be getting some inputs from user to write the story. So say for example, and I'm going to use the variable name as a description of what it is. So it could be longer variable name, but doesn't really matter, to be honest. So let's say something to, we can't use have spaces in variables names. So just saying so I made a variable called something to set on, and then I'm getting an input from the user. To get input from the user, I've shown it to you in my previous videos. We tap input, then in parentheses we tap the string, whatever we want um, the message to be shown to user, and then user has to enter something which gets stored in this variable, whatever we have written here. Then let's say a famous person input, enter a famous person's name, and let's say a superhero name input, oh sorry, enter superhero's name, and let's say current news topic, input, enter a current news topic. Then let's say a movie name, input, enter a movie name. A room in house, input, enter a room's name in your house. Madlibs. Let's say adjective 1, input, enter an adjective. I'm gonna copy this because we need a couple of these. 3. And let's say fruits, fruit name, input, enter fruit name. Okay, so I think this should be enough for writing a couple of sentences in the story, and then you can build on, like, it's whatever you want to write, you can make your own stories. Okay, you don't have to copy the whole thing, you just make your own stories, practice, and show me in comments what you're writing yourself. So as I said initially, that we'll be using Fstrings in this project. So this is how we create Fstrings. We write F in front of it, then we write the string. So let's say this is my story. Yesterday I was sitting on something to sit on, and whatever you put in curly braces or curly brackets gets assigned at that place when you're using Fstrings. Okay, if you haven't watched the video that I've created on Fstrings, I recommend that you watch that first before you start working on this project, so you would know what Fstrings are and how to use them. So I'm just saying, yesterday I was sitting on this in my room in the house. Dressed as a super hero knight. Suddenly knocked my door. I welcomed him or her. We had to discuss watching another one. Let's say feeling. Input, enter, how you right now. Was, I don't think we need one adjective. I'm gonna remove this. Um, let's remove this as well. You can write as many as you want, but I'm just showing you how this is done. So I'm just thinking, but he was very feeling. Okay, so I think this should do, and it will give you an idea of how this project is done. So guys, these are some blank spaces that we are filling up with these variable values. So what's going to happen is I was just getting out of it. Okay, so what's going to happen is I've written this few sentences here, and it has some blanks in it. These blanks will be filled by the values that the user enters, and we have used strings for it, and that's the fastest and the easiest way of formatting strings, and that's what we are using in this project. So let's play it and see. So it says, welcome to Mad Libs funny story project. Enter a thing you sit on. Now it could be a chair, it could be a couch, but just to make it funny, let's say toilet seat. Toilet seat. Enter a famous person's name. A famous person can be, say, Donald Trump. Enter a superhero's name. Let's say Superman. Enter a current news topic. Let's say COVID-19. Enter a movie's name. Let's say any new movies. Let's say the new movie which just came out of James Bond. No Time to Die. Enter a room's name in your house. Let's say kitchen. It could be bedroom, living room, whatever. Why just said kitchen? Or let's say bedroom. Let's make it funnier. Enter an adjective. Okay. Let's say ugly. No. Let's say bad, maybe. The fruit's name. Let's say banana. How do you feel right now? Let's say scared. Okay. Now we get to read the story with the blanks filled. What does it say? Yesterday, I was sitting on toilet seat in my bedroom, dressed as Superman. Suddenly, that should be suddenly. Okay, I'll fix it. Donald Trump knocked my door, and I welcomed him. We had to discuss COVID-19 while watching a bad movie, so we picked No Time to Die to watch. I offered banana to eat, but he was very scared. So, guys, you can see we just actually wrote a funny story using Fstrings, and you can make it much funnier with your wit. I'm pretty sure you can think of a lot of different scenarios. You can use different inputs from users, just to make it much more funnier. And I want to see that in comments. Guys, it's a project and we are doing it together. So I want you guys to participate, like the video, share it, comment on these videos, and show me what you're writing. And also, please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to the channel so I can see the support that we should be getting. Um, and as I said, it's a project, so we will be building this on. What we're gonna do is we'll be putting little bits of things to make it better. Um, and next, like you will see that I will revisit this particular my project 01 file, and I will be doing some things in it, and that will actually make the output a bit better. So guys, I'll be meeting you in my next video, and please comment me with your with the story that you're writing, funny story. Put it in comments. I want to see it. And guys, try to make it funnier, try to make it longer. You are Stephen King in a funnier way. um just write. I want all of you to at least give it a try, practice it. Okay, I'll see you in future videos. Thank you.